Hello everybody, Senior Engineer MBA and Investor. In today's video, I want to take a look at a Twitter thread from infamous user, of course, Biotech2K1, talking about Sana Biotechnology. Now, we have covered this company in the past. I mean, this is not something we're familiar with. If you've been following this channel, you know I've mentioned Sana Biotechnology a couple of times, numerous of times, especially earlier part of this year, end of 2021. We made a couple of videos there. But I saw this thread today from Biotech 2K1, and I told myself, you know what, maybe it's time to go over this thread. Because one, it's been a while I haven't gone into one of Biotech 2K1's thread, and two, I think it's a great learning for everybody, right? There are a couple of golden hidden gems in there, and I think it's a good idea to take a look at it, right? And again, as a reminder, this is not financial advice. We don't provide financial advice in this channel. This is all education information for free. Okay, so it starts off with the history, right? So 2018, it was founded by a couple of individuals, and it looks like it was founded on the belief that cell therapies will lead the science and technology for decades. So 2018, that's not barely 4 years old. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good for a public company that's barely 4 years old. That's you always want to be around, new talent, new leadership, new companies. Not necessarily because your probability of success will be higher, but I think it gives a different taste of a company as opposed to a company that's been in the biotech world, for example, since the 90s and barely achieved anything, right? And honestly, there are quite a few of them. Not in genome editing, I'm not talking about that, but obviously, I'm talking about a specific set of companies, especially in the sequencing world. But anyways, management. Steve Har is the CEO. He was CFO of Juno until it was bought out by Celgene. He seems to be a very reserved CEO. I've listened to him to present, and I feel he is a strong CEO. So again, good leadership is key for success for any company. Science. It's two franchises with Fusogen Delivery and IPC SC Cell Engineering. They bought Fusogen with Cobalt Medicine in 2019 for its delivery platform. Okay. Number four, they have a license from Beam Therapeutics for CRISPR-Cas12 in the use of editing iPSC cells. So again, merging best of both worlds and getting their iPSC cells, which again they claim to be very, very noble and novel. It's something that a lot of people in the space have been talking about, especially in the CAR T world. And then they're using CRISPR-Cas12 to basically, supplement whatever they're trying to achieve here. Of course, base editors from Beam Therapeutics, which they've licensed out, and we've mentioned it a couple of times. So that's pretty good. They're advancing CAR T therapies both in vivo using Fusogen and ex vivo with iPSC. So that will be with the Beam Therapeutics there. Their first two program will submit IND by the end of 2022 for CD19. Okay, so that's pretty good. So end of 19, we're gonna get an IND filing, right? So hopefully there's no delays there. That's pretty good. Again, for a company 4 years old, that's basically what you expect, right? And actually, I think I made a prediction that this company is gonna become a very hot topic around the year of 2023. If you guys remember in 2021, I actually made a video on this about my prediction on this company. It was actually one of the best viewed videos, especially in revenues. I don't even know how YouTube works, but if for whatever reason that video garnered the most revenue, I think up to date across all my videos, right? Quite crazy. Next year they will follow up with the ISSL for diabetes. That's pretty good, especially diabetes world. I mean, the disappointing with CRISPR Therapeutics and Viasat are now owned by Vertex. In my opinion, has been quite disappointing. We have no data. They're moving to the phase two side of their type 1 diabetes program, 220, but we've yet to get data for the first program, right? So it's hard for us to tell where this company is at with type 1 diabetes, and obviously here you have Sana that's trying to do something else here with, but of course tackling uh, type diabetes there. So okay, their fusogen program uses virus-like particle which uses f- fusion proteins to make entry into the cell. They're working on targeting T cells and stem cells. Okay, so that's pretty good. This allows them to attempt in vivo like corrections like CAR T in vivo stem cell editing. The IC platform is all about creating hypoimmune cells that are completely invisible to the immune system. Has therapies in disease. Again, that's quite known in the industry. You want the whole purpose of doing this to the stem cells is that they can last longer in the body and potentially be avoided by your body immune system to kick them out, right? The longer they last in the body, the longer they can fight cancer cells, the healthier you will be because you'll have less cancer cells, more healthy cells over time, right? That's the whole idea of CAR T, right? Potential. I think the potential of Sana is one of the greatest I've seen. If all the programs work out, they're working on both in vivo and ex vivo. They're focusing on immune cell, stem cell, isocell, glial cells. And I never even pronounced this word. That's pretty amazing. Cardiomyocytes and hepatocytes. How many sites are there? in, in biotech, right? Depending on how the technology works, this could be a huge opportunity. Value based on this technology so far, I would value it at $1 billion without any clinical data. They have 579 million in cash. That would put them in a billion market 1.5. That would make this company fairly valued around its current market price. So obviously this company has a couple of things to prove to the market. I mean, they're coming out with a new set of technology, obviously based on previous research and in the past. But again, no company is doing what Sana is doing right now. This is a fairly new company. I mean, it does matter. These are facts that do matter when you come in front of the doors of the FDA. I think this company will become a serious company to consider in your portfolios very, very shortly, in my opinion. Like I predicted in one of our videos in the end of 2021, I predicted that Sana would become a hot topic in the year 2023. And I think that prediction is coming really right because now I'm seeing a lot of traction on this company, including this type of thread from Biotech 2K1. But of course, Biotech 2K1 has been bullish about this company for quite a while. They have been one of the first individuals that have been keep continuously talking about Sana. And obviously, there's something special to this company, whatever they're trying to achieve, whether that's with Fusogen or whether that's with their partnership with CRISPR, Beam Therapeutics. I think there's something noble to that. I think they have the cash and the balance sheet to survive this recession, obviously, and I think they'll have a lot more deals coming in, revenues, streams, potential revenue streams. I think the biggest question mark about this company is can they deliver, right? I mean, they have sort of a good leadership there, as mentioned here. They have, uh, some sort of a good history with their leadership coming from several companies in the past. Um, they have the cash in the balance sheet. They have some sort of support on social media. Retail investors, in my opinion, are behind this company. But then, how do they deliver? Can they deliver? I think we'll all see it by the end of this year when they file for IND. When they get to phase one in 2023, I think that's when we'll get to the concrete image about this company. I think I do agree with biotech. I think I'm very excited about this company. I think it's going to be a company that a lot of people are going to be considering to add in their portfolio. So I'll end this video like this, guys. Hopefully you guys appreciate this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you found value. Subscribe if you're not. And again, I am in Montreal this week, so sorry for the change of scenery here. But I promise you guys one day I'll get a better mic as I get back to my office in Toronto. I'll be shopping for a podcast slash YouTube mic. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.